I'm back. Of course, you didn't know I'd gone anywhere, but that is what it is. So, today's the 4th. May the 4th be with you. May 4th, it's author rambling. What is going on this week, what has happened last week, and schedule of events for this week. Schedule of events. Still no craft with me. Still no write with me. I'm still in the plotting phase. At least I'm out of the reading phase of Emma, but I'm on the plotting phase. Here's hoping I can get some 20-minute write with me videos written and scheduled to record, but that will be a later in the week me problem and not a Monday me problem. So, what did I mean when I said I'm back? Well, I didn't tell that many people, but I went on my yearly archery shoot this year with my dad to Middle Tennessee. Now I feel like I'm all sinusy sounding, but it is what it is. I'll drink some more water. Just a little bit southeast of Clarksville, near Chapmansboro. Sort of, but not kinda, but sort of. If you know, you know. My dad shoots. I hike the trails. My knees hated me. My knees hated me some more. Today, my knees have stopped hating me. Really not fair. Most of the time, I try to get all 3 ranges hiked, but I only got 2 out of the 3 this year. It's like a mile each. Well, half a mile for one and a mile for the other 2. Anyway, but yeah, I got my hiking in. I got some. I was playing with some earrings. I'll pick them up. I got some plotting done for Enchanted Forest 12, which is not on the schedule for this year. I did write my notes down. Saw some guys in kilts. Saw a bunch of people wearing shorts. It was like 60-degree weather. Good for them. I was cold. During the week, I finished reading Emma. I've got all my notes down. Now I got to put my notes into outlines. I was plotting on Saturday a little bit, and some kids, 10 and under, between the ages of 10 and 7, decided they wanted to play catch right in front of me. Started asking a bunch of questions about what I was doing. If I was reading a book, what was I reading? What was I working on? What is a retelling? A retelling of what? Talking about all the fairy tales that they've read and enjoyed and all that other stuff. It was great. Until it wasn't great, because I was trying to work. But kids would be kids. They weren't harming anybody, and they didn't hit me in the head with the football, so there's that. They did hit the camper, but they didn't hit me. So Emma is on track of resuming part 2, hopefully tomorrow. I am behind schedule. I was supposed to be in at least part 3 and edits this month, but Emma's not being released until August or September. I'm going to release it around the time part 1 starts in the story. Just kind of go from there. So yeah. The part that I was complaining about is almost over. I might have to pause it at some point to work on the Mistletoe Valley story that I promised, which is basically a giant bonus, a blog for the 6 stories in volume 1. Call it behind the scenes, after the fact, whatever. I'm hoping to release that in July. June, July. It's not going to get June. Could get June. But then I'd have to stop working on Emma. And I've already been working on Emma for 2 years. She deserves her chance. Longer than that. I technically started working on her after I released Third Time Lucky. I'll have to check the dates on all those. Of course, it took me a while to write that trilogy, Pride and Prejudice trilogy. So, I have some Etsy orders I have to go stamp. I have some Etsy orders I have to take to the post office. I have a cat that does not want my attention, even though she's staying within 5 feet of me at most times. And I have to get my laptop back up. Yeah, because I don't need it to, I need it to write. I don't need it to plot. And I've got to get all my equipment set back up. This is my camera. This is my mic. Oh, wrong way. Oops. This is my desk. And I accidentally hit the stop button, so I'm going to have to combine the two videos. I'm trying to get it balanced back. I had it balanced on the white thing. Okay, there we go. So, without further ado, what was my outro? I really need to make little intro cards. Maybe I'll work on that later. I got a few other little things that I gotta work on. So maybe I'll do that. Anyway, without further ado, once again, happy reading, happy writing, happy crafting. Have a great week, everybody. I will see you again next week, unless something happens between now and then, and I have to do another random video. So,